Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. It cannot be stopped, and it is the only free voice left on the net.
Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. For today's Skyrim Mod Showcase on the PS4, we're going to be taking a look at another one of the unique custom-built followers that's been ported to PlayStation, this time by mod author aurllcooljay. Her name is Livia Salvian. She is a custom-voiced follower with over 1,500 lines of dialogue, as well as her own unique quest that you can partake in once you get to know Livia and have become friends with her. She also has lore books to help round out her story. So, with that said, let's see how to find today's showcase mod. So you can currently find this mod in the latest category. Might need to head a little further back into it. Depending on when you see the video, you can also find her by bringing up the search function with L1 and then typing in Livia to the search bar. Should get both versions of the mod to come right up. There is a PS4 version as well as PS5 version of the mod available. Please, as always, make certain to pick the version of the mod that matches your version of the game, otherwise the textures will not load properly. The name of the mod is PS4 version Livia Salvian Follower. She was ported to PlayStation by mod author aurllcooljay, with original credit going to mod author anbeegod, and the mod description in part reads, "Slight issue. Her mouth doesn't move for some of the voice lines. This is a problem with the base mod. If the author ever fixes the issue, I'll update the mod with the fixes. Adds a custom voiced follower in Dragon's Reach and Whiterun with unique armor. She'll be sitting at one of the large tables in the main hall. Her armor is in a chest under one of the tables, as shown in the screenshots." Livia Salvian is a follower mod with over 1,500 lines of dialogue, including characters in her quest. She is an imperial noble who tries to be a hero and honor her family, following in her father's footsteps. Unlike the majority of other imperial nobles, she disdains the Thalmor and respects Talos, and hopes to make the Empire rise again, protect what she holds dear from the Thalmor's grasping talons. She comes with her own story and lore, complemented by various books. Her story is driven by your relationship with Livia, which is driven by time. When a certain point in the story is reached and you discover a hidden secret in the mod, you can start the personal quest. Now, I don't have time to cover everything that is listed here, but please, as always, make certain to read the mod description in its entirety before you choose to download and install this or any other mod. As you can see, there is quite a lot of information here, including a list of credits as to who brought this character to life. So, once you have the mod downloaded and enabled, you need to make your way to Dragon's Reach. Dragon Reach, of course, being located in Whiterun, this position on the map. You need to head inside Dragon's Reach itself to be able to meet up with Livia. So, let's go ahead and head on in there at this time. So, according to the mod description, she is sitting at one of the tables a little further back in here. Hopefully I don't crash, because ever since the creations update, it's always iffy coming in here. Let's see, is that? I think that's her right there. Yeah, I don't recognize that character. Okay, so she's supposed to have a chest that has some of her armor, although it looks like she's already wearing it, but it's located under the table. Maybe that one? Yeah, it's under that one over there.
It's you! I knew you made it out of Helgen alive! That dragon had no chance of stopping you.
Oh, so she knew we were at Helgen. Let's go ahead and speak with her. Okay, so we have several options here. We can ask, what do you mean? Or I guess we can only pick one of these. So you could also ask, how do you know me? You're a survivor of Helgen 2, or it was tough but I managed. Let's pick this one. You're a survivor of Helgen 2? Glad to see you.
Technically, no. I didn't escape from Helgen, because I never went there. You see, I have been searching around Skyrim for you. Just when I was ready to give up and return for Cyrodiil, here you are. Do you truly not remember me?
Well, I downloaded you. Does that count? Should I know you?
I hoped not. But if that matters at all, I wouldn't be looking for you. Now, I need you to stay calm while you listen to me. You being captured at Darkwater Crossing and sent to Helgen for execution, it was my doing.
Wait a minute, what? What did you... Or we could also choose, I guess, what was your purpose? I had no quarrel with you or the Legion. Or, alright, go on, I'm listening. So, according to the lore of this mod, then, this ties into why our character was sent to be executed at Helgen. This could get very fascinating. Let's pick this option. What was your purpose? I had no quarrel with you or the Legion.
Listen, then. I was ordered by my hire, a woman who goes by the alias The Mistress, to lure a specific person to Darkwater Crossing, then capture them. I did not know why, but orders were orders. I had to uphold my honor. Now you know how you got to Helgen in the first place. But the how doesn't matter. It's the why that interests me. You were nothing worthy of her notice. No offense meant. What is it in you that she's interested in? Why did she want you dead? Which is why I'm going to join your journey and find that out.
Like we could trust her. My capture and execution, they weren't a mistake? But why?
We're as good as searching in the dark. But with me, the one who
That definitely gives us then a lot more information than what Vanilla ever did. Didn't your mistress and the Legion want me dead? Why should I trust you?
Because I'm certain she will attempt to kill you again. And I don't intend that to happen. Not until I know why.
Oh, well, that's really comforting. Until she knows why, we're okay. You would disobey your mistress' order by helping me?
No. I will never disobey any order from my hire. My honor does not permit it. I fulfilled her order by capturing you and sending you to Helgen. She mentioned nothing about needing you to die. So, your survival does not collide with my honor. And personally, I'm interested in the person whom she wanted dead, if that makes you feel better.
No, not really, because what's to say that once our character trusts you, that you won't give an order from her and then try to off us? Aren't you afraid of me?
Why should I? I nearly sent you to your grave once. It is you who should be afraid of me.
I agree with that. Now, if our character had any sense, they wouldn't be saying, sure, welcome aboard. Instead, it wouldn't even be this option. I'd say, fuck no, not a chance in hell. But since we have no sense about us, then I guess let's go ahead and say, sure, welcome aboard.
I knew you would say that. Just say the word when you're ready to travel with me.
Definitely sounds like this could be very interesting. Do I need to cancel out of that? Oh, I guess so. A very interesting mod and stuff, really adding to the lore of our character's backstory, at least again according to what this mod sets up, but as to why he or she was at Helgen to begin with. And although her mistress might not have wanted us killed according to her dialogue, that's definitely where we were headed till Alduin interfered, but he regretted doing that.
The news from
on.
Cyrodiil has arrived. Emperor Titus II has been found, dead, in his chambers. What will Tamriel become with Prince Julius as emperor?
Damn, it's been so long since I played through the main story. I've only ever done it once. Don't remember if that happened in the game or not. Thought that had something to do with the Dark Brotherhood, and I wiped them all out. Now, in any case, looks like she has different options here. We can toggle vanilla follower dialogue. We can also ask her to be intimate, so like to romance her. I'm not going to choose that, however. We can also ask her to stop singing, but she isn't singing. And then we also can ask her to join the journey, which should set her as a follower. Now, the options that's underneath it, these are from a separate mod, so they're not a part that's included with her. So let's go ahead and choose this option. Join my journey, Livia.
Villains to slay, people to save.
Okay, so that should set her in my vanilla follower slot. I'm curious to see if that will dismiss Lydia. I'm suspecting it probably did. She's possibly like Sophia, but no, she's walking away, so it definitely did. So that's something to keep in mind. You're going to need either a multiple follower system or a ring of followers if you want to have her along and have additional followers. Alright, let's take a look at, yeah, there it was right there. The items that is included in her chest. Okay, so it looks like just duplicates of the armor. And silver variant as well, like she's wearing. So yeah, gold and silver variant. I wonder where the books are. Go ahead and take those, but I think I'll just keep her equipped the way she has on. Speaking of which, let's see now she's standing.
Let's make a
better
plan.
Look at that. Now, wait a minute, let me get a little bit closer first.
Let's move. Speak your mind.
Okay, so here is what the armor looks like. Still kind of dark even though she's standing by the fire. Might wait till we get outside. Alright, so that would have her do something. That would romance her. This one asks her to stop singing. This is to trade with her. And then, why would that still be there? She's already joined us. Livia, tell me more about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Let's start with the most basic question. Where do you come from?
I came from Coral, where my family's seat of power is at. The wealthiest city of Cyrodiil, second only to the capital itself. I'm here in Skyrim due to my duty as a legionnaire, but right now I am on a break from my duties, so I can explore Skyrim on my own. This has been most fascinating. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always been enthralled by the ancient Nordic legends.
Okay, looks like it gives them continuing options. Coral is the wealthiest city of Cyrodiil? Really?
Not just Cyrodiil, but all of the Empire. While the other cities such as Anvil and Cheydinhal declined and withered, Coral grew stronger. The economic success of my home was a miracle to many, but to those who made it happen, it was the fruit of hard work and careful planning. My father, Amulius, was among those who turned Coral from an ordinary town to a city that rivals the capital itself.
Does your family rule Coral?
Not officially. While my parents are influential in Coral, House Vici rules the city, and my sister Cassandra is married to Coral's count. Count Vici is a decent man himself, but he does not know a thing about governing. Usually, he just defers political matters to my sister, the Countess. This has, of course, displeased the other members of the Vici family. Even if they aren't vocal about it, it is just known among everyone. My heart aches for my sister. She's only trying to help her husband and his family. But instead of gratitude, what she earned was distrust. Sometimes I wonder how our families managed to maintain their alliance. Perhaps the power of mutual interest exceeds that of bitter resentment. The true heroes.
Wow, she definitely has some lengthy dialogue. I'd choose these two options, but I don't know how much longer we'd be here if I did. I can definitely see why the download size is so large now, though. So let's see, it looks like the majority of these is the same things before. I set her as a follower, but she does have a couple of options that you get, of course, with followers once they, follow you. I don't see any option, though, to actually have her sing. There was an option to make her stop. I also wonder why she has two of these, because she's got it right here, and then she has it a little further up. Almost worded the same. Let's go ahead and pick one.
Are you giving me a new dress? Or armor, for that matter?
You'll notice that her mouth wasn't moving there, which the mob description did mention. So it looks like she has a unique shield right here. And then, looks like duplicates of the armor that we picked up out of the chest, and then whatever the hell that's called. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. No books, though. Unless by chance, I wonder if maybe the other option has them. Because she's supposed to have some to, like, help out with the lore. Okay, yeah, no books here either, just the same options, and she didn't speak. And again, I don't see an option to ask her to sing, just an option to make her stop, so... Well, in any case, go ahead and I think what I'll do is take her outside into the light, and we'll see if we can get a better look at that armor. And then also see about fighting some enemies, see how she does in combat. Well, that figures. The sun's setting out here. Just how long was I in there speaking with you anyways? So here is how the armor looks. I apologize, the sun is setting, but we should still be able to get a fairly good look at it. Remember, you can get a duplicate of this or a different color of it in the chest.
And a murder over
the
in
table
Riften.
in there.
Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children must be heartbroken.
No, not as much as you'd think, and with good reason. Also, yeah, I know all about the murder. any case, speaking of which, let's go and see if we can find some enemies and see how she does in combat. Yeah, so she's not like Sophia. We'll have to wait for her like a normal follower would to catch up. Stuff like Sophia just teleports with... Well, actually, no, that's good, because I haven't had any luck finding enemies yet, so we can see how she does in combat if... yeah, there she is. Better late than never. Now, I wouldn't expect her to do too well in it. They normally don't want to just download and install them, even though they really set the skill. Oh shit. I guess he's on my side. That mammoth is not included with the mod. He just decided to come over for whatever. Do you not realize that there's a safe cat right now? Never mind.
Fall beneath me.
Well, as you can see, one-on-one, she's not doing too bad against them there.
For the Empire.
Well, I'd say she has a little bit of help. Still one alive, I guess? Yeah, she's after him. Must have ran up this way. I always love how they'll do that. They'll take and start the shit with you and then hurry up and take off. Yeah, you better fucking run, buddy. I also love how they'll do that shit. Run a little far away and then duck down like, oh, maybe, yeah, maybe you won't notice I'm here. I'm just a rock. What?
Justice.
Looks like this could take a while. Has to keep chasing him down. Because he's not even trying to fight back. He just wants to go hide somewhere.
For the Empire. Your evil is what led to your downfall.
Yeah, and his stupidity also played a part in it, I would say. If he'd have quit that. Well, in any case, yeah, she didn't do too bad, I suppose, against these bandits, although she did have some help there. And hey, shout out to the mammoth that decided to come over and help for whatever reason, because he's not included with the mod. We just passed him on the way over. Let me see if I can find some enemies either at Veraheim or, if I have to, Stormcloaks. Okay, yeah, this'll work. So, we're here at... Did you seriously wait until they shot you in the head with an arrow before you decided to... I don't know, at that point it might be a little late. So I wasn't able to find any enemies at the towers, so I figured I'd just use Stormcloaks, that way I don't have to keep looking all over the place. Now, I wouldn't expect her to be able to do too good against them, besides the fact that it looks like she's a pincushion, which is just standard for followers. Got shot too. That when I first download and install them, they're always going to be like that. They have to be with me a while before they'll take and hold their own. And that's just because how strong my enemies are.
I am the head of justice, and you are
more in see if you can handle the rest.
You will die. For Coral, for Cyrodiil, for the Empire's continuum.
So, yeah, she's doing okay against them. Again, they're pretty much trying to team up on her constantly there and stuff, so... And me. Stop that. That... I would expect it to be that way with these enemies because, I mean, I'm like pretty late in the game. One of them's probably the essential guy, too.
I cannot best you.
Because actually, I'd be a lot higher level than what you see here, but I keep reverting my save back when I'm testing mods and stuff, so... She's doing pretty good against them, though. Let's see if she can take these two down. I think that guy's the essential one she's fighting right now, though. Does a lot of bashing. Oh, she got him. Does a lot of bashing there, and got him, too. A lot of bashing with her shield there, as you can see and stuff, so she's pretty quick with her strikes, I'd say, once she gets, yeah, behind you. Once she gets to be more, like, powerful, being with the Dragonborn for a while, that'll be a pretty good one to have in a fight. It just depends on whether or not you can ultimately trust her, given the, backstory that she was saying earlier.
Cower, you rat!
Careful also, I don't want you guys accidentally killing those wounded in there, that wouldn't be right. Hopefully they'll, yeah. It's like,
For
oh, back this way.
Cyrodiil! For Skyrim! For High Rock! For the Empire! Rat!
Okay, let's go ahead and get away from here while he's down. The longer they sit there and fight in the tent, the more chances are able to accidentally kill one of the wounded in there, and that wouldn't be right. In any case, that should let you see that I've got a bear in the way. That should let you see that she's got some pretty good combat potential, I'd say. She's really fast with both her swings and her dash attacks and stuff, so once she gets stronger, I think she'll definitely be able to hold her own in a fight. So, that is Livia Salvian. She holds still. That
What
is
is your
Livia
plan?
Salvian. To end the video, if you stand still long enough so that I can make an outro. Any case, that is Livia Salvian. If you're interested in her, download her, give her a try. Thank you to mod author aurllcooljay for taking the time to port her to PlayStation. Thank you to the original mod author that created her. Also, whoever wrote the story, sounds like this could really give us some interesting, like, more backstory to our character and really how this whole journey began. Again, according to the story of this mod, but definitely sounds like it would be an interesting one. Also, thank you to the voice actress that brought her to life. And finally, thank you guys for taking the time to watch the video, as always. Take care.
You can take these books from me. They describe my father's early life. But I'll be glad to answer any question about him. He is my father, after all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's on. Okay, so, I had shut my mic off. I was just taking and listening to some of her other lore and stuff that I didn't during the showcase, and also setting her up for some possible thumbnails. But speaking with her, apparently at some point she will give you the books, so you don't pull them from her inventory. You'll recall during the showcase I couldn't find them. I was asking about her father, and that's what triggered this. So I'll include that little part. And they should be, yeah, they were all added right here. Looks like 10 volumes of it here. Wonder how long they are. It looks to be fairly long. So in any case, looks like speaking with her and
We
interacting
honor
with her
the
different
Empire.
dialogue options will eventually give the books to you. So I'll go ahead and include this after the showcase. Thanks again for watching. Take care. This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. Peace out.